Hello friend, in today's session we will learn how we can design and develop a driver sleep detection project by using Raspberry Pi. So you can see on the screen we have the different types of hardware and camera also detecting my face. So before start the project I would like to tell you what is the final output of this project. So once I close my eyes, then red LED will turn on and buzzer will turn on. So at the time it will show the message on the LCD, please wake up. So once I open my eyes, then red LED will turn off, buzzer will turn off, and also on the LCD it will show message all okay, drive slave. Now we will see how to demonstrate that project. Now I am going to close my eyes. So you can see once I close my eyes, then buzzer will turn on, red LED will turn on, and on the LCD it will show message please wake up. So once I open my eyes, then buzzer will turn off and red LED will turn off. Now you can see buzzer turn off and red LED turn off. So there is something 1 to 2 second delay in between my open eyes detection by Raspberry Pi, but it is okay. So this is the complete idea behind this project. Now we will see how to connect the different types of hardware like LCD, LED, buzzer with Raspberry Pi, and then we will see how to run this project so that you can design and develop by this project by yourself only. So all the code of this project given in the video description. I request you please subscribe my channel. Currently you can see I have uploaded more video on the many video on Raspberry Pi, Arduino, then Python programming, then some webinar, so that it can grow your career. So if you want to learn something from me, it is free, and you have to just click on this subscribe button, and all the video it is very unique, and you will learn definitely many things from me. I uploaded mostly video on Raspberry Pi, mostly video on IoT, then Arduino. There are different types of project I have explained, and each project having the programming part. So please subscribe my channel, please support me, and please enhance your knowledge by watching my video. So now I am going to tell you how I created this circuit, 0PC circuit, by my own. So first of all, whenever you buy the LCD on the Amazon, you will get only this green LCD. You have to create this circuit by your own on 0PCB or on breadboard. So you can see the similar connection is here. So this is my main LCD. You can see 16 by 2. So there are 16 pins on this LCD. You can see 1 to 16. So first pin should be connected to ground directly, ground, and this is nothing but the 10K potentiometer. So you have to purchase 10K potentiometer. You can see this is the potentiometer you have to purchase. This potentiometer or any type of potentiometer which having the 10K value. You can also purchase this one also, or this one also, any potentiometer, this one also. Basically each potentiometer having the 3 pins. You can see these 3 pins, these 3 pins. So first pin should be connected to the VCC of this potentiometer. Second pin is nothing but the middle one pin. You can see this one is middle one pin of potentiometer. So you can consider this one, this middle one pin of potentiometer, or this middle one pin of this potentiometer. So connect the middle one pin to the VA pin, and the third pin of this potentiometer should be connected to ground. That's why VCC also connected to ground. Then VSS is nothing but the ground pin of LCD, that is the first pin. You can see this is the ground pin of LCD, this is my VCC pin of LCD, common ground and common VCC. And then you can see till this part all the pins are same. So and this part is nothing but the controller pins. You can replace any controller at this point. So if you want to connect D4 pin, D5 pin, you can take it from this one, this one, this one, this one, and this is nothing but the these 3 pins. So and this resistor is nothing but the this one resistor, 560 ohm resistor, and this pin is LED negative pin, that is 60 number, is connected to ground directly. So connected to ground here directly. So this is connection I made by using this circuit. So I hope you understand how I created this circuit. So once you can design this circuit till this point, you can see till this one and till this point. So you can directly connect any number of LCD pin, any LCD pin to any controller, and this represent the controller pin basically. So you can replace any controller at this point. Whenever you require Raspberry Pi also, you can require Arduino also, you can just do the plug and play. You can just do the plug and play with this circuit with this point. So this is common VCC point, this is common ground point, and this one is your input point which reflect this this pin basically. Okay, if you don't want to make LCD circuit by yourself on the breadboard or on the 0PCB, Then you can also buy the ready-made LCD board. You can see this is LCD board you can ready-made buy. So you can see all the connection all already there. You have to just connect this 5 number ground pin RS enable D4, D5, D6 and D7 pin as per my explanation. So whenever I connect the D4 pin, you can also connect this D4 pin to Arduino, same D5, same D6 and then D7, same RS and 11. So this ready-made circuit you can buy from the Amazon. So you will easily find this circuit on the Amazon when you type this one LCD 16:2 display model, and you will find this one. So you can ready-madely buy this circuit and just plug and play this connection. So that is very easy then.
Now with this you can see at this side we have common VCC, at this side we have common ground. Then at this point you can see there is a input pin of this LCD module. So first pin is RS pin, then enable, then D7, D6, D5 and D4. So these are the output pins of this LCD. So we will connect only this pin with Raspberry Pi, the VCC and ground pin also with Raspberry Pi. So I hope with the zero PCB or breadboard PCB you can able to create this circuit with the help of circuit diagram I have shown on the I already shown on the screen. So please create this circuit diagram by your own by soldering the PCB like this one, or by using the by using the breadboard also. Okay, now once you get this circuit, once you create this circuit on the zero PCB, now we will connect this pin one by one with Raspberry Pi. So first point we will connect the RS pin to pin number 7. So for that we require the female to female connector. So I will connect the RS pin to the pin number 7. You can focus, this first pin is RS pin. Then I have connected this RS pin to pin number 7 of Raspberry Pi. So before starting the next part, I need to pay your attention here. You can see on Raspberry Pi, I by myself only created this page and paste this page on the Raspberry Pi pin, so that I can easily identify the pin number of Raspberry Pi. So even number pin come at this side and odd number pin come at this side, but with this page number I can easily identify the pin name, pin number of Raspberry Pi. So I hope you also do the same at your side, so that you can easily identify the pin number with Raspberry Pi. So first pin is this one, then second, then third, then 4, 5, 6. So even number at this side and even number at this side and odd number at that side only. Okay, once you connect the RS pin, next pin is enable pin. So I will connect enable pin to pin number 11 of Raspberry Pi. So take this enable pin and I will connect this enable pin to pin number 11. Now we will connect the D4 pin from this PCB to Raspberry Pi 12 number pin. So connect D4 pin with Raspberry Pi 12 number pin. Okay, after that connect the D5 pin to Raspberry Pi 30 number pin. So D5 pin from Raspberry Pi connected to 13 number pin. After that D4, D5, D6 pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi 50 number pin. So D6 of LCD should be connected to Raspberry Pi 15 number. Then after that D7 pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi 16 number pin. So D7 should be connected to Raspberry Pi 16 number. So in this way we have completed the connection of LCD module. So in this way we have completed the connection of LCD module with Raspberry Pi. Now we will give the common ground and common VCC to Raspberry Pi. So this side act as a common ground and this side act as a common VCC. So ground pin of Raspberry Pi is nothing but the 6 number pin. So I will connect ground pin to Raspberry Pi 6 number pin. Then VCC pin of this LCD should be connected to 2 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So VCC pin of this LCD should be connected to 2 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So in this way we have completed the circuit part of LCD with Raspberry Pi. Now once you connect all the pins of LCD like RS, enable,
then D4, D5, D6 to Raspberry Pi. Next pin is you have to connect the VCC pin of LCD to Raspberry Pi. So connect VCC pin to 2 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So I have already connected, so I just ping here. Now then you have to connect the ground pin of LCD to Raspberry Pi 6 number pin. So I will connect the ground pin to Raspberry Pi 6 number pin. So in this way the LCD with Raspberry Pi is completed. So next part is you have to connect the buzzer with the Raspberry Pi. So how to connect the buzzer with Raspberry Pi? Again buzzer having the 2 pins, you can see. So you can see this is the buzzer. You can buy this buzzer from Amazon or from Flipkart. You can buy this buzzer from Amazon or from Flipkart. So buzzer having 2 pins, one VCC pin, one ground pin. Red pin is nothing but the VCC pin and blue pin nothing but the ground. So first we have to connect the blue pin to the ground. So you can see this blue pin should be connected to ground, and ground pin is nothing but the Raspberry Pi 9 number pin. So this is the Raspberry Pi 9 number pin I have already taken, and I will connect ground pin to Raspberry Pi 9 number pin of buzzer. So ground pin of buzzer I have connected to 9 number pin of Raspberry Pi. Now next part is VCC pin, that is the VCC pin of buzzer should be connected to VCC pin of buzzer should be connected to 36 number of Raspberry Pi. So you can see my 36 number is here, so that I will connect the VCC pin of buzzer to 36 number. Now we have the another part of our module, that is the LED pin. So LED circuit, you can see I have connected this LED circuit on 0 PCB. You can also make this circuit on the breadboard also, or on the 0 PCB. The simple connection is that like that, LED having 2 pins, VCC and ground. So I have connected the ground pin to the buck strip at the back side. You can see ground pin is here directly connected to buck strip here at the back side. Then positive pin of LED is connected to 1 point of resistor. So positive pin is nothing but the 1 point of resistor, and another point of resistor is connected to Raspberry Pi. So first I will connect the negative pin of LCD, that is the negative pin, this one should be connected to 39 number of Raspberry Pi, because 39 number act as a ground pin. So I will connect that pin, negative pin of LED, to 39 number. Then positive pin of LED, should be connected to 29 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So positive pin is connected to 29 number pin. So I have connected to positive pin to 29 number. So this is the complete idea behind this circuit diagram. Now the next part is camera. So you can see I have used this camera, Logic camera, and I purchased this camera from the Amazon. You can also purchase this from Amazon or Flipkart. And this is a USB camera, and I have connected that camera to USB port of Raspberry Pi. So this only the circuit connection which required in our project. Now we will see how to run this project on Raspberry Pi. So first point is you have to download this DrawVenusDetection.py file, and second file is important notes, also this shape predictor. So I will place complete folder, that is DrawVenus detection folder, on my Google Drive link. You have to download this file from my Google Drive link. So once you download this file, you have to once you download this complete folder, you have to double click on this file, DrawVenusDetection.py. So once you double click on this folder, you can see this program will open. Now we can see you require many library, that is first is import CV2, then dlib, then immutls, then numpy. So how to install this library I will tell you. So first point is you have to go double click on this important nodes. So you can see there is a 3 command you have to install on your Raspberry Pi. So first point is you require the OS, that is named NOOBS, Noobs OS. So where you find this Noobs OS?
there is my Telegram channel, and in that Telegram channel I have already uploaded this Noobs OS. So you can join my Telegram channel and download this Noobs OS and install this Noobs OS by watching my video. There is already one video how to install Noobs OS on Raspberry Pi. So please watch that video so that you can able to install Noobs OS, and you have to use same OS for this project. Okay, once you install this OS, the first library you can install this OpenCV Python 2. So how to install this library? Just go to this terminal window. So once you go to this terminal window, you can see Raspberry Pi is there. Now copy this file OpenCV, this one. First you can type this command sudo apt get update, then press enter. So once you press enter, Raspberry Pi start updating your OS. Then sudo apt get upgrade. So first two command you have to install this sudo apt get update and upgrade. So after that you have to copy this command OpenCV, copy this, go to your black window and again paste the command. So once you paste the command, press enter. So OpenCV get installed in your Raspberry Pi. Now once you install the OpenCV, then after that you have to install the Umutls library. Then copy this command, again go to the terminal window, right click, paste and press enter. So once you press enter, this library also get installed. Likewise you can install the dlib library. If you find any difficulty to install this library, just Google how to install this library on the Raspberry Pi and you will find many solution. Okay, so once you install this library, open this project and just click on this run button. So once you click on this run button, wait for some 1 to 2 minutes so that Raspberry Pi can start your camera, and once the camera start, then you will see the camera window here, and in this way then you can run your project. So you can see camera is open now, that means my project start working. So in this way you can open your project and start working on your project.